My name is Bernd Lütchen. I am the mayor of the joint community of Hamburgen. In cooperation with the administration of the district of Osterholz, the local authorities in the district, and several partner companies, we have been considering the ways to resolve the outstanding energy questions for the future. The joint community of Hamburgen operates here on the factory floor of what once was the premises of the coffee company Café Haag. From the roof of the building, we have a view of one of our flagship projects, a great photovoltaic facility with an output of around 10 megawatts. This is the second great project instigated by the community of Hamburgen. The introduction of such flagship projects could bridge the gap for every community. We have been working since 2009 to develop the ENERGIEWENde process, designing new strategies to achieve the ambitious target of being energy self-sufficient by the year 2030. I feel it important to point out that we had begun this process even before the disaster in Fukushima. Working with many others, I think that we are on our way to reaching the goals we have set ourselves. My name is Ulrich Müller. I am the coordinator of the project ENERGIEWENde Osterholz 2030, which literally means Energy Turnaround Osterholz 2030. This project would not have been possible without the initial financing from funds of the European Union. This project has a very particular character, whereby the communities work in tandem with private enterprises. One such company, based here in the county of Osterholz in Worpswede, is Rion AG, from which very essential initiatives were forthcoming, thus beginning the alternative energy process. My name is Tom Becker from Rion AG. We are the technical partners of the ENERGIEWENde process here. In studies that we prepared 3 years ago, we examined the possibilities available here in the county of Osterholz, which would enable us to carry out renewable energy projects. An excellent example is the project in front of which we now proudly stand. The biggest solar park in the county with an overall performance of 10 megawatts. 40,000 modules have been installed. This would not have been possible without the support of the community here and county authority acting in concert to shape the whole and bring the solar farm to the grid within 6 months. The energy problems are not confined to the county of Osterholz. Climate protection is a European matter for which the European Union has set far-reaching goals. In order to reach these goals, it needs strategies not only at the highest level from Brussels and respective national governments, but also, and most especially, on a regional and communal level, where of course the bulk of the investments are made. It has to involve the people within that community. In summary, it is vitally important to create the decisive prerequisites for the success of a turnaround in energy policy, which is necessary and urgent for climate protection. Here in the county of Osterholz, it is absolutely about energy self-sufficiency. This is the way. On the other hand, we must consider the means. This, to put it simply, necessitates the input of a large amount of money. Mayor Lütchen has referred to the issue of avoidance and repatriation of energy imports, the cost of which represents nothing other than a loss of purchasing power. Nearly 120 million euros leave this country every year for imported energy, a figure which does not include the cost of gasoline. That is purchasing power, which is lacking here, and is of great importance for the economical development of the region. The economic factor was actually the second important trigger for the representatives of local politics here in the county to launch the process of the ENERGIEWENde, to take important steps for climate protection whilst doing something for the local economy. Such complex processes require the mobilization of given resources, specifically made to measure within a region, resulting in the highest possible added value for the region. But it needs concepts, and the European Union program will draw up the concepts to be worked out together with partners from Scotland, Denmark, Sweden, Belgium and the Netherlands. Another project in the joint community of Hamburgen is a heating facility utilizing a biogas plant. We intend to heat our big school complex together with the indoor swimming pool with the excess heat generated by the biogas plant. And so here is another example of sustainability and credible planning. Naturally, the ENERGIEWENde process isn't just happening in the joint community of Hamburgen, but also in other communities of the county of Osterholz. Another example I want to mention is the community of Grasberg, where a study was made in cooperation with the University of Applied Sciences. Every residential house was analysed to ascertain whether the installation of a photovoltaic system on the roof of the house would be possible and reasonable. The result is that the owner of each residential property in the community of Grasberg may now look on the internet and check on suitability of his house for the installation of a PV system. Progress is not only about the production of renewable energies, but also about energy savings. If the goals of energy self-sufficiency are to be reached by 2030, a 40% saving of energy must be achieved. Energy saving, whether for private households or business enterprises, necessitates high quality and informed consultation. Such consultation is now available in the county of Osterholz and is offered by a network of energy counsellors, together with other skilled personnel from various sections of the construction industry, such as engineers. Even chimney sweeps are included. So too are the energy consultants of the Osterholzer Stadtwerke. Wind power represents a significant contribution to renewable energies, and the goal of energy self-sufficiency will not be possible without it. So, in the coming years in the county, suitable areas for wind power will be designated. One of these new wind farms is soon to be erected approximately 5 kilometers from here in the joint community of Hamburgen, with 11 wind turbines and a 3 megawatt output, which will deliver a substantial contribution to energy self-sufficiency.